Hey Stampers, Gamer again. I've seen a few of these about and they've been called all sorts of things. I just call it a split gatefold card because it's a gatefold card with a split in it. Isn't that adorable? Your flap then goes and keeps it closed. I done a Merry Christmas one. I know I don't do Christmas normally this early, but I loved the pattern. I love that sentiment. It's just striking. So again, it's just a gatefold card. Don't have to have it. You can have it closing like that, or you can have it closing like that. It's entirely up to you. Wishing you and your loved ones a joyful Christmas and a happy New Year. This stamp set is going to get used loads from September onwards, but I just thought I'd show you that one. I also made this one. This is the Be Merry designer series paper and the Merry Mistletoe. This one is Happy Birthday Gorgeous for the sign, and the paper is A Whole Lot of Lovely. And I've put some balloons inside and a party time. And we're going to make a coffee break one now. We're going to be using soft suede, pear pizzazz, and the designer series paper from Coffee Break. So I'll show you this piece first. This is 5.5 by 11. Yep. And you're going to fetch in your trimmer if you want to use your trimmer or your score blade that you're scoring. I can't think what it's called. Simply Scored. And we're going to score this at 2 15/16. Just that one little mark just before the 3. And then we're going to also do this at 7. That's simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold your card in and that way and make sure they are all lined up perfectly, and you're going to burnish your score line. That's right, this is the top. Right, you're going to get a little pencil now and just mark the edge gently. Then you're going to turn this over and come in at 2.5, and we're going to cut down, or from that pencil mark up, so that gives you your flap. Now we can rub this out. Simples. There's all my glue dots. Just caught them with my finger. So now we can pop this away, and this is how your card's going to fold. Isn't that simple? You can use this for any type of card, and it's sweet. So let's give you some measurements now of all the cards you need. I'm using the pear pizzazz for my layers. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and the Whisper White is 3.5 by 5. We've also got a piece 3 3/4 by 2 1/4, and the DSP is 3.5 by 2. Don't worry about this, I will put all the dimensions on my blog. This one is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. DSP is 3.5 by 2.5. Isn't they gorgeous colours? This one is 2 3/4 by 2 7/8, and the DSP is 2.5 by 2 5/8. You have another piece there which is 2 3/4 by 2 1/4, and the DSP is 2.5 by 2. And then this is going to be for a Happy Birthday. So I've layered the soft suede against the pear pizzazz and the Whisper White, and they measure. Pear pizzazz is 2 1/4 by 4. The soft suede is 2 by 3 7/8, and the Whisper White is 3 3/4 by 1 7/8. And this is where I'm going to stamp our Happy Birthday. Let me just grab that, by the way. I'm using Big on Birthday for the Happy Birthday. And I've left it over this end of the room. And I could, whoops. I had some ink on it, so I thought I'd come and give it a quick rinse. I am here, don't worry. there we are, there's my happy birthday. I'm going to line this up now. It's big enough for our happy birthday to go on. And there's not much of stamping on it in a way. This is just the inside of the card. I'm going to stamp with this beautiful, looks like a present top. Absolutely stunning. And these lovely little stars. So I think we'll do that right now actually. We'll do our stamping. And then we'll get to putting this lot together. So let's get to our, what should we do it in? I think we should do it in soft suede. Seems that's the predominant colour of our card. I'm going to stamp it up, ink up my happy birthday. I got a load of nice comments about the card I did yesterday, and the way the copper foil went with the Cajun Craze was lovely. So let's get this. I do want to try and line this up perfectly. I'm going to come down to this line. And I love this happy birthday sign. It's one of my favourites. Oh, isn't that lovely? Isn't that so cute? I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. That's for our layers there. And we will add a bit of bling somewhere down the line. This would make a fabulous mail card again, or anyone that's into greens and browns. My mum loves green, so she'd love this. And she loves a cup of coffee in the morning too. Right, I'm going to stamp on this and it says, "It's your day." Try and get that as central as possible in there, about there I reckon. Giving me lots of space to write my message. Oh, I'm loving this. And I tell you what, because we've got a bit of pear pizzazz going on, I'm going to do my parcel top. Look, gesundheit time, Mr. Boyce. In the pear pizzazz. And I'm going to sort of like dress the top of my words with this. Isn't that cute? I'm loving that. And now we're going to fetch some little stars in. I'm just going to pop some down either side of the card. That's plenty. You can write your message in there now. Isn't that sweet? I love those colours. So now it's mainly putting all this together. So sorry this is going to bore you a little bit, but here goes. Oh, I just changed the glue in my ATG gun, thankfully, so I know that's not going to run out. My grandson was here when it broke. Well, it breaks off when it's finished. You should have seen his little face. He said, "Nanny, you've broke it." I said, "I know, but Nanny's going to fix it now," so bless him. And as we do this, we are actually going to pop them in our card as well. Like a fancy fold card. And a little bit of a difference. So that's all I used to do. I never used to do a normal card, but you can deplete something so much. But then we can always find new ones, come up with old ideas even. A bit fraying on my card. I don't like that. So there's the centre of our card. Isn't that damn sweet? We're just going to layer these up. I bought the DSP, but I didn't buy the stamp set. I love the DSP. I think it's fabulous. But I wasn't too fussed on the stamp set at all. But I love the DSP. Very beautiful. This is going up here now. Let's glue this one on. We can do the two together at the same time then. I couldn't purposely see myself sending a card to somebody with a mug of coffee on it. So I know I loved coffee, but I don't like it that much. I think I'd send the cup to somebody on a card. I'd drink it, but that's about it. So we're going to layer these now on our card. Nice little border all the way around. And this card will be made before you know it. And I hate quick cards, you know me. I like to gab on a bit. But if I'm quick and I think of something else, I might get another one in tonight. I'm not promising, just saying I might. Isn't that gorgeous? So with this, you're going to see this at the front of your card. So now we're going to decorate here and here. And all I did was split the paper over. So I didn't have to cut up 4 separate pieces of paper. Isn't that lovely? I hope I'm in camera shot. Nobody's going to see our measurements either because they're getting glued down. That lovely card. It's going to be beautiful. And I'll show you look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Like I say, there's a few of the DSPs I think are absolutely amazing, but I wouldn't buy the stamp set to match. I'm not saying they're not gorgeous, but they're not my cup of tea, or cup of coffee, as it is. But the paper is absolutely, you can't go wrong with a DSP. It will go with anything. And all the colours match, as always, with everything else. So, there was a card to be made with DSP. And I love that coffee stain. I think that's brilliant. Isn't that gorgeous? Oops, I got a smudgy. What's that off? So sorted, isn't it? So there's our card. Now we're going to fetch our layers in. I'm going to use Tombow because it gives me a little bit of wiggle space. To be careful this one. The other day it was pouring out like a volcano from the top, stood up like that as well. Because we got a couple of layers here. That's why I did a really thin border on this one. Concentrating, look, not saying a word. Oh, that was a quick gripper, wasn't it? Gripped on there really fast. So we're going to take our dimensionals. I'm just going to basically plonk them towards the bottom. We're just going to peel these off now. And absolutely beautiful. And you can come up as high as you like. Because this Oh, isn't that lush? I love it. And it does go over the flap, and I think I'm going to have to somehow, look, I've left the measurements on the back, so people are going to see that when they try and close their cards up. I'm going to have to try and get my rubber in there. Let's see. I should have glued my bits down on that side, shouldn't I? Let's see what I can do. I don't want to split that end, see? Gaina's first boo-boo of the night. Oh, it's not too bad now. Oh, look, I split it. Diamond child, I'm a demon. I can rectify that somehow. I just keep it closed. But we can add a bit of bling to this as well. If you want to send it to you, this is ideal for man or woman, I think. But if you want to send it to a lady, you could just pop some rhinestones in the corners, or you could use some of the enamel shapes with the stars for gentlemen. It's entirely up to you. How's that? You could even, if you've got a steady hand, fetch in your Wink and Stella and just go down the thick part of your wording. And a bit of glitz that way. I think some men even like a bit of bling, don't they? Seen people walking around with diamonds in their necks. They've had them implanted in there. It looks quite nice, but it looks painful, so I'm not getting none. So, there we have it. Happy birthday. And you can use any designer series paper that you like. It's absolutely stunning. We could have even put this, if I can take this off gently to show you. Let me get mine. Oh, I can't. But you could have put your sentiment that way and add this running this way. So you can have it opening that way as well. I should have done one that way, shouldn't I? But I'll do another one, I think, at another later date towards Christmas, but running it that way. So we can have our scent. I'm just loving this Christmas paper. Absolutely stunning. And I wasn't fussed at all when I heard the name Whole Lot of Lovely. Until I saw the paper. And then I thought to myself, oh my God, wow, is that gorgeous. So there's our split tri-gatefold card. Love this. Absolutely that black against the red is stunning. So there's my 3 cards for this evening. I haven't made 3 cards. I have made 3 cards this evening. Just made one in front of you, but that's just showing you a different variety of ways of doing it. And, you know, absolutely stunning. So I hope you like. A thumbs up and a share and a subscribe would be amazing. If you press the subscribe button, there's a little bell next door. If you press that as well, you'll get notified every time I put a video up, which is nearly every single day. And if I don't, it's because I've had no motivation. But it's very rare that happens, ladies and gents. Very rare. So like I say, thanks for watching, and I'll put all the measurements and the supply list on my blog so you can toddle off and get the measurements from there. And or you can pause as I'm showing each piece. This one, and write it all down from there, but that's too much of a pain in the bum. So I suggest you go over to the blog. Well, I'm going to go now, but thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.